Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I'm going to be doing a life hacks video on 10 different things that I do that help me fall asleep. I was literally just laying in bed last night thinking about how I have a ton of like random little tips that not really many people know that help me fall asleep, and I don't know, I guess this might help for anyone that has a hard time falling asleep because I personally never really have a hard time falling asleep. I think it's for these reasons. So yeah, I just compiled a list on my phone and I'll just read them off to you. Just a little disclaimer, some of these things might not work for you, but they just personally work for me, so I don't know, maybe they will for you, because as you'll see, this first one is a little weird and there are a couple ones that I know will work for more people, but this one in particular is a little bit weird, and it is to watch a makeup video. Like, not just any makeup video, but watch a video of like a makeup artist doing someone else's makeup, or just like someone doing another person's makeup, because I don't know, for some reason it has always really relaxed me to just like get my makeup done and watch other people get their makeup done. And that's just personally for me. If you're not into that, then like honestly don't do it. You don't have to, but I don't know why that just always puts me to sleep. Okay, so the next life hack has to do with lavender oil and just lavender in general. I know you can get like sprays to spray on your pillow that are like lavender scented, which kind of helps you go to sleep because the smell of lavender is relaxing. And personally what I do is I have this little like bottle of lavender oil, and I'll just like open it up and hold it like up to my nose like this, and I'll just breathe in and out, and it's just really like, the smell of lavender is really relaxing. I also have a thing hanging on my ceiling of just like a bundle of lavender that's getting kind of dead and ugly, but I don't know, the smell of it just kind of helps relax me, and yeah. So the next one is something I learned from a counselor at a sleepaway camp I used to go to when I was little. And there was a night where I was having a hard time falling asleep, and my counselor told me to just start singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Happy Birthday, and Mary Had a Little Lamb 10 times in a row, like of each song, and then that would just help me fall asleep. Last night I just realized why she would make me sing a nursery rhyme instead of like some sort of radio song, and I think it's because when you sing a nursery song, the lyrics won't really like spark a deep emotion. The lyrics in radio songs are more like relevant and relatable, I guess, to your life, so it won't really help to sing those because it might make you go off on a tangent thinking about something else in your life, which will keep you up even later. And then the next thing is another thing I learned at that sleepaway camp. This was another year that I went where everyone in my cabin was having a hard time falling asleep. This girl told us to flex each muscle in our body one by one, and then once we're done, just flex them all at once for like 30 seconds. So like, for example, you'd start with your arm, flex that for like 10 seconds, like count to 10, flex your other arm, flex that for 10 seconds, and then just like go down your body and flex each like part of your body, I guess. And once you're done, just flex everything for 30 seconds. I don't know what it does, but for some reason it actually kind of helps. So the next one is literally something I need. I cannot sleep without a fan. I don't know, it's just way harder. So first off, having a fan on while I'm sleeping, not only does it make it cooler so that it's easier to fall asleep, but I personally cannot fall asleep in silence. Like, when I say silence, I mean like dead silence, like, but that doesn't mean I need like people like banging on pots and pans or something. I just need like a subtle noise like a fan. The noise isn't the only thing that helps. I feel like falling asleep when it's colder is a lot easier because you aren't like having to think about like how you're sweating a ton and stuff. Like, you can just bundle up and like fall asleep way easier. Okay, so the next thing is something Emma and I both do, and I'm not sure if it's just us, but for some reason when we go to bed, we always like fidget our feet and like rub them together. Not like to each other, but like I'll like rub both of my feet together, and for some reason that just kind of like makes me fall asleep easier. I have no idea why, but I have always like done that, and mostly for like all those antsy people out there that just like can't hold still like me, that really helps me fall asleep. So I'd recommend trying that out if you just can't hold still. The next thing is something you have to go out and buy, and it's melatonin. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's just like an herbal, I don't know if I'd call it a drug, but it's just like a little tablet you can get tablets where they just dissolve on your tongue. I have those. Personally, I take them like every night during the school year because I don't like going to bed early, but I have to or else I'll be like a mess the next day. So I always take melatonin during the school year because it just really helps me fall asleep. And basically it's just a sleeping aid that helps you fall asleep, and I just get mine at my grocery store. It's not harmful at all, so I'd recommend getting that if you have a hard time falling asleep. The next one isn't something I do to fall asleep more easily because I don't really do it that much anyways. For some reason, whenever I read, I like instantly need to go to bed. It just makes me so tired. And then the next one is if you wash your face at night, which I recommend you do, don't wash it right before bed because that will like wake up your skin. And personally, washing my face just kind of like wakes me up a little bit. Like, it's really refreshing, and you don't want to be like super refreshed and like rejuvenated before bed because you'll just, I don't know, feel too awake to fall asleep. Okay, so I know if you Google this, it will say to drink like herbal tea or something, but I personally wouldn't do that. I have just realized over time that it is so much harder to fall asleep when you constantly have to get up and go to the bathroom. First off, it's distracting to have to go pee all the time, and second off, you have to like get up out of bed and go to the bathroom. Like, that just kind of like gets you up and going, you know? You just want to be laying in bed. So I just recommend not drinking anything before bed unless you are really like dehydrated or something, like you really need water or something. So this last one isn't really a life hack, and that's why I'm not including it as part of a life hack. The only real way to actually fall asleep at a decent hour is to make a routine, because if you're going to bed super late, like at 1 a.m. every night, you aren't really going to be able to fall asleep at a reasonable hour the night after if you have to like be somewhere. So yeah, if you're like going to bed super late, don't expect to go to bed super early the next day because your body just isn't used to winding down at that hour. So yeah, those were all of my life hacks. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video and follow me on all my social media, which is always linked below. Bye!